it, a stretch for anybody to reach on me. Just breathe on it, don't tell them, they gotta know it's me on it. Won't kick it on me and go for 3 on you. You couldn't guard me with the cleanest armor. I got it covered, these corners. I'm the top dog in the league, homie. Let's speak on it, it's a stretch for anybody to reach on me. Just breathe on it, don't tell them, they gotta know it's me on it. Won't kick it on and go for 3 on you. You couldn't guard me with the cleanest armor. I got it covered, these corner like yeah.
What's going on there, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of D's Corner. I'm your host, D. We're continuing on with our off-season grades. Today we have the AFC South up for discussion. Again, everyone, do me a favor. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do me that favor. Do me that solid. I truly appreciate it. So with that being said, I'm going to finish up with the AFC. I got the AFC North coming up, and I'm going to shoot all of the NFC, and this should be out this week. Forgive me for not posting for the last couple of weeks. We had a busy 2 weeks, a lot of award ceremonies for the kids. They're getting out of school and all that. So with that being said, let's jump right back into our video. All right, first up, we have my Indianapolis Colts. I give them a B, actually a B plus. If you look at everything that the Colts have done throughout the offseason, they didn't have any real noticeable additions outside of Joe Flacco and Raekwon Davis. Everyone else the Colts signed was re-signing, bringing back our core group of guys, making sure that we have the continuity going in. Everything pretty much is going to be based off and built around Anthony Richardson. Him having that season-ending shoulder injury was the main, issue, but Shane showed that he's an excellent play caller. Gus Bradley's doing his thing on the defense. We should be able to definitely make some waves. We have a very winnable schedule. I'll actually be breaking down schedules coming up soon. Like I said, had a busy past couple of weeks trying to get everything situated. But when you look at the losses that the Colts suffered, it's not really anything that is too tragic. When you think about it, I think Jonathan Taylor and AR only played 4 snaps or something like that together. They didn't do a lot of practicing together, with Jonathan Taylor holding out with his contract situation. But A.D. Mitchell has shown a lot of promise during OTAs. This is an extremely deep team now. I love the pickups of Bortolini and Gonclaves. Everything in our draft was versatility, and bringing back everyone that we already had, everyone that we already needed. The Colts are definitely in a prime position. You're not really teaching too many new players anything. Latu should come in and definitely step up immediately and help our pass rush, which should help our young defensive back. We can still add to the cornerback room, but overall, I give the Colts a B plus. They did a really good job this offseason. Chris Ballard doesn't like to spin crazy during free agency. I was hoping he was going to go out and try to get some big name just because to try to take advantage of the rookie quarterback contract. But in my opinion, he did what was best for the team, bringing him back. Like I said, the continuity. You still have Michael Pittman as your number 1. AD should be our number 2, which put Josh Downs in the slot. We have Jelani Woods coming back from injury as well. He's been looking really good during OTAs as well. So we definitely should be a team to reckon with a favorable schedule. Up next, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I also give them a B plus. If you look at some of their notable additions, Mitch Morse, Gabe Davis, Darnell Savage, and Eric Armstead, these are veteran players who can definitely beef up their prospective position groups. Mitch Morse is coming over from the Bills, should definitely anchor their center position. Gabe Davis gives them a speedster. Darnell Savage and Eric Armstead should definitely shore up this defense, which was already a pretty good team. I really like to pick up a Brian Thomas Jr. Again, I'm not really sure what the thoughts there was after bringing in Gabe Davis, but you now have two wide receivers to replace Calvin Ridley. Jerrion Jones is a player who could probably come in and start immediately at the nickel position. Definitely helped them out there. So they do have a good bit of depth in their secondary now. They're young in their secondary with some young veterans like Tyson Campbell and Andre Cisco. So this team should definitely be uh, a lot better than what people have, um, or actually what they've shown the last couple of seasons. If Trevor Lawrence is that guy, now he is surrounded by a lot of talent, like he's been throughout his entirety of football. So we'll see what he's able to do. But I got to give the Jags a B. Um, I think that this team, in my opinion, should have been leading the way before D'Amico Ryans got to Houston. Uh, they haven't had a lot of main quarterbacks to go up against. They haven't had a lot of top teams, honestly, with the Colts, Texans, and Titans. They've all had issues around the quarterback position, and now they all three may have had that position filled for the next 10 plus years. So we'll see what Jacksonville's able to do. But their offseason thus far, I give them a B. Now those Tennessee Titans, I give them an A. Now Tennessee, in my opinion, they did everything right surrounding Will Levis. They went to build around him. You bring in Calvin Ridley as well as Tony Pollard to go with DeAndre Hopkins, and they signed Tyler Boyd as well, who already knows the system, should come in and give you three veteran wide receivers, all capable of playing, and that should only help the young quarterback. They did beef up their offensive line and their defensive line. I like to pick up Devontae Sweat. Not sure how his weight and conditioning will, but when the guy's on, he was a dominant force at the University of Texas. Cedric Gray should be able to come in and make plays, and in my opinion, he should be able to compete with Kenny Murray for a starting position. So overall, I have to give the Titans an A. I feel like they really, really, really did a good job of trying to build around Will Levis, and they took advantage of the rookie contract. Trading for L'Jarius Sneed, giving him big money. You now have a shutdown corner. They also have Chidobe Awuzie from Cincinnati, who can come in and help some of those younger corners that they've drafted previously, or maybe they'll trade some of those players. We'll see how everything goes. I do think that the Titans are still a few pieces away, but I feel like this is a good foundational offseason. And when you start off like this and you bring in some of the players that they brought in, I really, really, really like what Tennessee is doing. Excuse me. I definitely think that this team could be a contender soon. As far as for the AFC South, not for anything more than that. We'll see how Levis is able to progress and grow. But he did show flashes last year. He does have a big arm. He has some mobility. Now you've given him a little bit more protection. You've given him a weapon out of the backfield outside of just handing the ball off to Derrick Henry. He has three veteran wide receivers who should definitely enhance his play and make him better than what he is, make him get the ball out quicker, allow those playmakers to make plays. So, like I said, I really, really like what Tennessee's doing. One of my favorite teams this offseason has been the Houston Texans. And even though I'm a Colts fan, that really hurts to say, but Houston, when you look at where this team was with the Deshaun Watson situation and all the coaches that they brought in for a year and let go of after a season, all the players that they've lost, the silly trades they've made. When you look at what Houston is right now, building around C.J. Stroud, going out and getting Joe Mixon, going out and getting Stephon Diggs, going out and getting Danielle Hunter. You had the offensive and defensive rookie of the year last year, and you've now secured a rushing attack with Joe Mixon, bringing in Blake Fisher, who should probably start at right tackle. You've already had two pretty good wide receivers, and now you have potentially the best trio of wide receivers when you look at Tank Dell, Nico Collins, and now Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is going to come in with a chip on his shoulder. He's playing with an accurate quarterback who can throw darts across the field. They now have a rushing attack. You bring in Cade Stover as well, so now they have a three-headed monster at tight end as well. Kalen Bullock should definitely get an opportunity to see snaps early. Kamari Lassiter is a player who can play slot, but he's in an actually good position because Jimmy Ward can also play the slot as well as Kalen King. But when you look at this, man, these guys are in a position to learn. They're in a position to grow. The Houston Texans now have depth. They have continuity because they didn't lose anybody coaching wise. They brought in some new players, but Stephon Diggs, pretty much the routes are going to be the same. All it is about getting the chemistry down, and him and CJ have been working. So this is a team that, man, the sky's the limit in my opinion. And before they had Stephon Diggs, before free agency started, this was a team that I felt could compete with Kansas City, because CJ, sometimes with these young teams, they don't know what they don't know, and they don't know that they're not supposed to be in it. CJ went to Cincinnati and beat Joe Burrow, so he already has that. I definitely think this is a team that can compete. This is a team that can play, especially if CJ continues to ascend and grow. Yes, they will have a year of tape on him, but we'll see how that all works. But overall, I think Houston had, in my opinion, one of the best off seasons in the entire NFL. I really, really, really like what they have done. They are building, in my opinion, a juggernaut. So we'll see how everything works out for them moving forward, as well as the AFC South in general. But again, in my opinion, I think the AFC South is going to be the Texans to lose. I think the Colts definitely do have something to say about that, with continuity, coming back and seeing how Anthony Richardson has progressed, and Anthony Richardson is growing as a player. That was his issue coming out of college. He didn't have a lot of starts. He didn't have a lot of experience, and didn't have a lot of game experience. So he does still have he still does have to learn a lot. We'll see how everything goes with him, but I believe in him. I know that Shane is a great play caller, so we'll see how that goes there. But this team is physical. We're going to run the ball. There's even talks of possibly getting Miles Sanders, so we can have even more potential threats out of the backfield for Anthony Richardson, which is always a good thing. So that's going to be the video, guys. Please do me a favor of like, share, and subscribe again. Comment any and everything that you can do to help me grow. I appreciate it. I just was on the Renegade Rundown, guys. Check them out. All you Florida State fans, go check them out. Me and my brother Damien from the Double D's podcast. So go ahead, check those guys out as well. Give them a like, share, and subscribe as well. Like, share, and subscribe on the Double D's Let's Talk About It podcast as well. You guys have a good one, man. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate any and everything you do. Thank you.
Dancing on the beat, they think I'm crazy. Got it under control, babe. You don't want smoke, all you see is the same.
LB tapping, keys and making waves. Ay.
Step back, keep your distance. Ain't no telling what I just may do. I've been vibing, minding my business. Throw one up if you can relate to. Said if I ain't got it, I make do. Can't be stuck waiting on a breakthrough. And I don't need everybody praying for me. Ain't no telling.